Hello everyone, welcome back. Welcome to my channel if you're new. I would like to thank everyone for viewing, liking, sharing, and subscribing. Please don't forget to give it a thumbs up as you're leaving if you like the video. I appreciate it. It does help my channel. Okay, so I'm going to start off with, in general, what this full moon, how it will affect everybody, not just the 3 zodiacs I'm reading for, okay? It's going to affect everybody this way, but it's definitely going to affect the 3 zodiacs this way. The key energies of this moon are volatility, passion, and communication. So you can expect some pretty high energies this full moon because it's a super full moon. Supermoons occur when the moon is at her closest point to the Earth in her monthly orbit. So a super full moon, not only will it look up to 14% larger, it's going to look 30% brighter. Now in her book, The Bond, Lynn McTaggart says that scientists have suggested that the placement of the moon either amplifies or muffles the magnetic pull of the sun and the Earth's magnetic field. In astrology, the moon symbolizes emotions, so they're going to swell with the moon at full moon time. Now add this to the fact that Scorpio is a super intense sign, and to top that off, the full moon clashes with Saturn and hits mayhem planet Uranus. So this is a full moon to go into consciously, everyone. Additionally, Scorpio is a dark sign, and I'm not putting down Scorpio by any means. We all have it in our chart somewhere. So use the energies to release darkness and grudges. So here's the questions that you want to ask yourself at this full moon. What grudges, if any, am I harboring that I need to release? Who do I need to forgive? What life lessons did they teach me by hurting me? And this is a biggie, I need to understand that forgiveness is as much for my own highest good as it is the other person. Okay, so that is the general side of this super full moon in Scorpio. I am now going to head into the specific reading for each of the zodiacs, and we're going to start with Scorpio. Okay, Scorpio. This super full moon is in your first house. So what that means specifically for you is that you need to start focusing on you. Once a year, the full moon reminds you that you need to focus on yourself. I feel like some of you have been so focused on other people, and you haven't really been focused on you. You've been taking care of others, doing for others, pleasing others. It's time to look out for you, okay? So I know many of us are givers rather than takers, and this can really mess with the flow in your life. So this month, just this month, Spirit's asking you to remember to say yes when people offer to help you. You could feel emotional during this cycle because it, like I said earlier, it is a super full moon. It's in your sign, but a lot of the stuff that's coming up really needs to be dealt with, okay? So you're going to want to take a look at that. So let's get into the cards now. The first card that we have is the full moon in Scorpio card. This is Moonology deck, okay? And this is, sorry guys, got to adjust something here. This is the full moon in Scorpio card, and it says it's time to release negativity. Yeah, absolutely. It's always time to release negativity as far as I'm concerned. Okay. So the next card we have is emotions are running high. This is the supermoon card. Like I said earlier, with a supermoon, it messes with the magnetic field. The moon messes with the magnetic field to begin with, but when you've got a supermoon, the draw or the pull is it's just that much more intense, okay? So because of the intensity of this moon being a supermoon, you could be feeling very, very intense emotions during this cycle, okay? And full moon, surrender to the divine. It's all about releasing, right? And in a couple of weeks, a week from now, I think it's a couple of weeks from now, I will be putting up a new moon reading that is in Taurus, but I will be doing a new moon reading for you as well, like I said earlier, so that you know that by letting go of what you let go of here during this full moon, this is what's going to transpire in your life, this newness. And that's part of the new moon, okay? Okay, now we're going to get some Queen of the Moon Oracle cards for you. Oh, see? Super full moon. The energy in this deck is crazy. That was a pretty teeny tiny cut. Okay, your first card out, number 37, breaks down to a 10, so it's about new beginnings. And it is fruition. Harvest moon, fruition. So, and if you notice, you can see the whole moon, but it's not quite a full moon, but it is a full moon. And it talks about fruition. So you are working on, by releasing what you have to release here, you are actually working on what it is that's going to come into manifested form during this new moon coming up in a couple of weeks. And that's why this card is called fruition. Okay. Extremes. Ooh, hot moon, 34, which breaks down to a 7. That is a divine number. This full moon is going to take you someplace very extreme. Look at this card. Wow. You know, this new moon coming up in Taurus it has a connection, an astrological connection to Neptune, which is the planet of the divine. And this card adds up to 7, which is the divine's number. So you guys could have something pretty smoky on its way into you for this new moon. And you have card number 9. 9s are all about tying up loose ends, which goes hand in hand with the full moon because it's about endings, right? Getting ready to release something, let it go. And that's what 9s are all about. It's about tying up loose ends. Things are about to come to a completion here. This is assessing, and it's the first quarter moon. Now, once I get all 4 of these cards out, I am going to pause the video. I'm going to get the dates for these particular moons so that you know when these things are taking place likely, okay? So assessing, this is all about you. Hang on a second. This is all about you reflecting, you know, doing that, looking back over the way things have gone, maybe looking back over people you need to forgive, grudges that may be held right now that you got to let go of. You're assessing, or you need to assess what needs to be released here. And then you have card number 21. This breaks down to a 3, which is change. It's about evolving, growth. And it's the waning gibbous 5, and it's resilience. So I have a feeling this full moon might feel pretty tough for some of you, but you are resilient. You are going to come out of this so much better for having released what you need to release. Look at her. She's carrying this big mound of earth and growth on her back to take it with her. She's resilient. She's able to carry this. She's doing it, and she's doing it on her own. And you will be too. Okay, so timing for all of these things now here. For this card here, for fruition. This is the harvest moon. Now the harvest moon, this is not this year's harvest moon, okay? Because that's in the fall. This is about something that you started working on in the harvest moon last year. The harvest moon last year was October 1st. So something that you started to work on last October is about to come to fruition. If you can remember what that is, because I couldn't. Now the hot moon, also known as the pink moon, strawberry moon, the hot moon is this year, it's June 24th, and it is a full moon, okay, as we can see here. So things are going to get extreme for you June 24th, or about there. You know, give or take a week or two. And we're going to get obviously more cards, so we're going to get more information. Now the first quarter moon, this is May 18th, okay? So I'm going to switch these out because this one comes before. So let's go here then. The resilience card, waning gibbous 5, that is May 1st. So you will be resilient. Beginning of May, come the beginning of May, things are going to be looking a lot better than they have been. Maybe you start taking care of you instead of taking care of everybody else. You know, instead of doing all the giving, maybe for a change, you're going to do some taking, Scorpio. And that makes a difference in your world. But like I said, we're going to draw more cards and they're going to be on top of these. So it's going to give us more information. So now this is in the right place here. Because like I said, this is May 18th, the first quarter. You will be assessing. So you find yourself very resilient. And because of it, you start assessing. You start taking a look at the past and past actions and maybe things you've said, things you've done. And you just start, I guess, you know, maybe learning the lessons from those things. Okay, let's get okay, this one. Okay, we're going to go into tarot. We are going into the holographic Light Seers deck. Okay, now we're going to get, ooh, that was strange, more answers for you, okay? So you have the 8 of Pentacles. This is work-related, likely, because the Pentacles represent finances, and the 8 of Pentacles is something new. This is all about, I mean, maybe you started a class back at this harvest moon in October. Maybe you started learning something new, because this generally is the apprenticeship card. So either some of you wanted to take a class and, you know, maybe you couldn't afford to, maybe you couldn't for whatever reason you couldn't take it yet, that is about to come to fruition. Or those of you that did start something new back in October, it's going to start reaping benefits for you now. You're going to start seeing possibly the prosperity because of it. And it also sits on this hot moon. So it's sharing, right? The fruition card and the extremes card. And that's June 20, what did I say it was? June 24th. So whatever it was that you started here in October, it's coming to fruition by the looks of it, this new thing, by the 24th of June. Whatever that means to you, it's going to be successful by then. It's going to start taking off. You're going to be abundant one way or another. This could be a new relationship. It could be anything. But the Eight of Pentacles definitely represents something new. It's a new way of being, doing, thinking, feeling. It could be a new person. It's just newness, okay? It's something that you haven't experienced before. And now you have the Seven of Swords. Now this sits on the Hot Moon card and the Extremes card and the Resilience card. The Seven of Swords, this is, for me, this is all about, look at it's a full moon. If you can see that. Kind of, you can see it. The Seven of Swords, it's something didn't work out as planned in the first place. Now you're moving forward with a new plan that's going to be successful. And that, that could be this here. Maybe something you started in October didn't work out for you. And it pushed you to move in a new direction. Plan B, so to speak. Because this guy, he went after something and he wasn't able to grab it all. Like, you can see feathers sticking out of his backpack here. It's like he wanted to grab all these blackbirds, but he's got 3 left behind here. So he was able to grab 4. They fit in his backpack for whatever reason, but he doesn't have room for any more. So he's going to have to come back for the other 3. That's plan A didn't work out the way you planned or hoped. So plan B is in effect, right? Okay, now you have Queen of Wands. Look at her. It's like, woohoo, I did it. She's looking at this glowing light in her hand that she has manifested. I don't know if you can see it. There you go. And she's so excited because she manifested this. She created it. And that's, that rings so true with everything else that's come out here. It is something new. And it's something that you've done or you're doing. It's the resilience. It's you coming back at it for a second go. It's you coming back at it, plan B style, because you have assessed it and you're going back at it. So whatever this is, I feel like it's something that didn't work out last fall somehow. And you've made the decision, or you will be making the decision to go at it again. And it's this second go round because you've assessed it. You've done some reflection on this and you get it. You now get it. You understand why it didn't work out last fall, whatever this is. And now you know how to go at it. And it's going to be successful now. That is very cool. Very cool. Okay, what are we getting? Okay, Gaia Oracle. purification, emotional cleansing, and rejuvenation. So this is what is needing to be done on this full moon, okay? Clearing out the emotions that are not helping you. They're a hindrance. It's about growth and evolution. Letting things go. Maybe what you need to do is whatever this was that didn't work out, it maybe was a huge upset for you. You need to let that go because you are going to be successful, but you have to let that go in order to get to this place of well, it's probably because you hung on to it that you do get to this place of saying, you know what, God damn it, I'm going to do this. And I'm going to do it the right way this time. So I'm going to take a look at what I did, where I went wrong, how I can change it, how I can go at it in a new way, new direction. Plan B, and it will be successful. Because this sits on top of the Eight of Pentacles and the Seven of Swords. So this is going at it from a new angle. You've got to let go of the emotional baggage around this, whatever it is. Evolution is kind of what I just said. Earth changes, climate change, transformation. Yeah, you're transforming this. You are going to transform this. You will get the clarity. Now this sits on the Seven of Swords and the Queen of Wands. It's this clarity. This is a 45. Sorry guys, I stopped telling you. This is a 32, so that's a 5. That's big changes. This is a 45, which is a 9. 9s are all about completion. Things are coming to a completion. Tie up loose ends, right? You got that card here. And this one's connected to that because it sits here and the Queen of Wands sits on top of assessing. So you assess this and then you tie up the loose ends, so to speak. And you bring that initial charge, is what Spirit's giving me, and move in a better direction. You have a better plan of attack here. Interesting. Don't forget, around this supermoon, your emotions could be all over the place. So this is a need to assess. And that's around May 1st, isn't it? What is that? No, that's the first quarter. That first quarter is May 18th. So by May 18th, you're going to have a better view, a better vantage point to see things from. You will be looking back on this and you will gain the clarity. So by May 18th, you're going to have the clarity. And by June 24th, I feel you're going to have the success that you're looking for, that you've been wanting. Okay, what are we getting now, angels? Whispers of love. Okay. Love makes the difference. Love helps heal past hurts and provides a sense of security and self-worth. Wow. Okay, so I think for a lot of you, this has to do with some kind of a relationship, a partnership. It could be in business. It could be in love. It could be a relationship with a family member or a really close friend. Try to see things where you've been hurt. Try to see things from a place of love rather than a place of negativity, okay? Now that basically sits on every card that we've been through because it touches this one, which touches these two, which touches this and this, and so forth, right? So this is the big message here for you. Love makes the difference. Try to stay in that state of gratitude and love. Okay, now we're going to get a Just Ask Oracle card. This is likely why it didn't transpire last fall, or, you know, after your first attempt, whatever this is, because it's all about divine timing. And even though it didn't work back then, doesn't mean it's not going to work this time, because it is. You are going to have the success that you're looking for. It's all about divine timing, unfortunately. So there's that term that everybody's so sick of now. Be patient. Whoa, look at the energy here. Holy cow. Oh, I'm looking forward to this card coming out. Seeing what it is. Okay. Synchronicity Oracle. By the way, if you click on the title of this video, it drops down the description box. That's where everything is that you need, okay? That's where the extended links are. It's where the decks are listed, everything. Astral travel with your twin. Some of you, this is about coming into union with your twin. Interesting. Others of you that are already in union with your twin, and this is actually something else that you tried to get off the ground last fall, you and your twin, if you've probably been wondering, because it feels to me like you already have had some very, very strange and very cool dreams, and you're wondering. And yes, you are astral traveling with your twin. That is very cool. Okay, let's get, what are we getting, angels? Okay, we're going to get a Soul's Journey card. This is going to be Spirit's overall message to you for this reading. Oh boy, loneliness. I know that I am never alone. You aren't. You've always got somebody with you. Your guides, spirit, loved ones that have passed over. I feel the loneliness. I feel like some of you, what you tried to get off the ground last fall was a relationship or a partnership with your eternal soulmate, and it didn't take place, and it really hurt. But you know what? This full moon, like I said, the questions that you need to ask yourself around this full moon are, is there someone that I need to forgive? Is there a grudge that I'm keeping that I'm, oh, jeez, just banged my cards off here. Is there a grudge that I'm harboring that I need to let go of? Because I feel like for some of you, that could be what it is. You've been hurt, you're angry, you're harboring some animosity towards somebody. You have to assess that, and you got to let it go. You've got these cards here that talk about your evolution and your growth and transformation, and it's not going to happen unless you can cleanse those emotions, rid yourself of those. You have to rid yourself of things during the full moon, right? That's what you're being asked to rid yourself of. And you kinda already know what's coming with the new moon, but you will also have a new moon reading in a couple of weeks. Wow. Okay, so, oops. Spirit wants you to know that you're never alone. Are we getting any more cards, angels? Oh, yes we are. The good old Motivation Manifesto deck. I love this deck. This is another message from Spirit for you. The energy in these decks for you guys. Wow, this super full moon, I'm telling you, hang on to your, hold on, because you got to understand here too that when the energies get that way, just let them move through you, okay? You know what you need to let go of here. But the energies around the full moon, if you start to feel things are really intense and harsh, just know that it's probably the full moon. Just let them move through you. Rest, meditate, ignore them. Control your thoughts and your emotions through this full moon, because you guys, it's in your sign. You're going to feel it probably harsher than anyone else. I feel like it could be brutal for you guys, so take care, okay? I won't let others stoke fear in my heart. I choose to remain true to who I am and where my dreams direct me, no matter the hardship I might incur. That is the resilience. You're moving forward no matter what, or you need to, okay? This is Spirit's message. You need to move forward no matter what anybody says, no matter how hard it feels. Don't let this full moon get to you. Like I said, it's going to be, I think it's going to be brutal for Scorpios. You guys are stronger than that. You've been through it already. You guys have been through a lot in the past year. Don't let this full moon be what pulls you under, because you're on your way to manifesting what you want to manifest, what you've been trying to manifest since last fall. It's time, but you got to let go, okay? I hope this helps. I hope it resonates for you. I love you guys, and I will see you next time.